Let me just make one more point about those nanoparticles being spread. Here we're only talking about aluminum, but barium and strontium, they could also have very negative consequences.
We have also synergistic toxicity, that all these elements highly toxic in and of themselves, and when combined, toxicity can increase exponentially, correct? We have in the case of aluminum and mercury, we have peer-reviewed study of the synergistic toxicity between those two metals, both of which are now ubiquitous in the environment and in us. And the toxicity increase based on peer-reviewed study between those two metals can be as much as 100 times worse, 10,000% worse. And we have also, for those that don't know, have long since had Monsanto, for example, engineering aluminum-resistant crops. Why? And I think the why is clear now. I mean, all these entities working together behind the scenes, the climate engineering operations, and their dispersal of literally so many millions of tons, staggering numbers, dozens of millions of tons annually based on the calculations that you've done. And so they've tried to mask the effect by engineering aluminum-resistant seeds. You mentioned that you've done on an annual basis over a specific region in the Midwest about 500 tests, and I know there was about 100 done recently. And we also had the element graphene show up in most of those tests, correct?
Yes, graphene is like you had speculated that graphene was also being used for geoengineering operations, and we were able to confirm that indeed there are, not in all events, not in all rainfall or snowfall, but in the majority of them, there are graphene oxides showing up in the samples that we collected.